Hello all, welcome back to my channel. So in this tutorial I am going to explain about the attribute directive. This is very important topic because in real project it is used very often. So in the previous tutorial I have explained about the pipe in detail. I will share the link in the description box. Please follow me on the Instagram and Facebook. On my Facebook page I will keep post the notification regarding jobs in different domain and different programming skills. Please follow me on my Facebook and Instagram page. And also please subscribe this channel if you have not yet subscribed and press the bell icon so that you can receive the notification of my upcoming videos. So let's go to the browser. Let's go to the Open Visual Studio Code and we will create one example using attribute directive. So this is a default structure of an Angular 12 where app module is the default module and app component is the default component. So we will be using the default component. So let's say keep open and let's say keep open. See, what is attribute directive? Attribute directive is used to handle multiple CSS, is to style your HTML control very easily, just to write the code at one place and you can do reusability of a code. So let's add one directive. So call, say let's ng, g for generate, d for directive and say custom. Okay, let's say custom and color. Press enter. So it will add one directive. So once the directive is added, you will see inside the module, it will automatically import the file and mention the dependency inside the declaration. So this is an automatic behavior of an Angular 12 using CLI command. Let's close this file. And the custom color directive is added. We have written only custom color. The directive text is appended here. So if you see the component is also the one type of directive. It's a component directive. And here this directive is an attribute directive. I'm going to write the code for an attribute directive. So if you see the difference between component directive and attribute directive here, that it starts with an at the rate and it starts with the at the directive. And if you see the selector, there is a difference in the style of writing selector is written with the hyphen, but here the selector is mentioned inside the square bracket. So in order to get the reference of an HTML control, we need some library. So we will use element ref from the core library. So once we are using the element ref, we need to create the object. So for creating the object, we'll define one variable and write the element ref here. So element ref, once we will put the directive on any HTML control, we will able to get the reference of that particular element control. So we can put any style, any CSS, any attribute, we can change or we can play with any attribute. Now let's define some here and let's console it obj. So we will able to know what kind of attribute we are able to access. So this dot obj dot native element dot, here I am going to change the background of a HTML control. So let's say style dot background equal to green. Save it. This is very simple code, right? So let's go to the HTML at the this HTML file and add one button and say click. Just the name of a button, and on this button let's run this application and we'll see the difference on the browser itself. It will take few seconds. So I request you, if you have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, and also like this tutorial if you like and share the link with others. So in the coming days, I'll be adding more videos on the different skills in .NET, and then I'll be adding a tutorial, a whole series on the SQL Server. I'm planning to do very soon. So in the custom directive, just copy the selector and paste just on the attribute as an attribute and save it. Let's go to the browser. See, the green color is the button, the color of a button is changed to green because of this directive, right? So if you change to something red, some to other color, so the button color will be changed there and there, right? So you can put this color on any control. Let's say div. If you put anything inside this, so and copy this directive, paste as it is, and save it. So you will see the color of a div is change, right? So this is very easy and it just to know how to write the code and where to use. In live projects, you will get many chances to implement. So thank you for watching this tutorial. But in next tutorial, I am going to continue this example, and we will add one directive where we will put some. We will look into some event handling like a mouse over, keyboard, key up, key down, or a button click events, or you can trigger the button click event from the component. So that will be very important in terms of an interview and in terms of an practical knowledge. So thank you for watching. I'll share the link in the description box and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.